She goes, my mom is Wonder Woman. And then the parent would look at me strangely, not recognizing me, and I would go, every mother is a Wonder Woman.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Moms Can Whine Too. I'm Niani G, your host of the day, and today we are drinking on Bel Air Rosé. Now, before y'all say something, yes, I know it's a champagne, but we're celebrating new beginnings. So let's pull me up because, child, I'm not drunk enough for this. I am so nervous. I don't know if y'all could tell, but your girl is nervous. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to pull this up real quick. But while that's, going down and stuff, let me introduce myself. Like I said, I'm Niani G. I am a mother of basically a 10-month-old, because what's today? The 29th of February. And she makes 10 months on the 2nd of March. So, yeah. Y'all know I'm about to go deep dive off a little bridge real quick because one is approaching sooner than I thought. And girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, this is too much to handle. They don't warn you about how fast the time move when it comes down to a baby. Girl, what? I could have sworn I was just looking at that pregnancy test yesterday. Cause shit, I probably would, for real. Like, time, girl, let me drink this real quick. Time is timing, and I'm not prepared, y'all. Because next thing I know, we're going to be in the car, listening to Fantasia, fucking Jasmine Sullivan bust the windows out some nigga house, because I'm not playing that shit either. But anyway, let's get back on topic. So, like I said, today we are drinking a champagne. Now, side note, so a part of the segment of the show is, since we're whining, of course, I'm going to be teaching you guys, a little class about our wine glasses when we go to a restaurant, what kind of wine you want to order with your food, or what kind of champagne you want to drink, or if you just, want to have a little date night at your house, you want to cook for somebody, if you know how to cook, if you want to order catering, or if you just want to buy something from the store and act like you made it, okay, that's cool too. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to make sure that you're going to have the right type of wine with your meal that you're eating, and the right type of glasses. Oh, Lord. Girl, see, I told you I'm nervous. But anyways, we're going to make sure we have the right type of glasses. So today, since we are drinking a champagne, if you see, don't forget to go subscribe to the YouTube, because this is a video on YouTube for those who are just listening for the sound. Go come see my face. But this is a champagne glass. It has a little skinny, nice vibe. Okay. Taking me another sip. But yeah, that is our wine of the day. Now, usually, well, I'm not going to say usually, but eventually, as you guys start sending me in emails about advice and questions of those, we're going to jump into that right after we do our wine of the day. But since today is our first episode and you guys are a little shy, so I'm going to give y'all some time to get it together, okay? To send those emails in, because we got shit to talk about, okay? But I'm going to give y'all some time. So until then, today, we are just going to be rambling about stuff. Now, when I say rambling, I mean, I had a topic. I had a whole set plan until about 30 minutes ago. I was like, I can't do that because I feel like I'm just stressed out. I'm nervous as it is. So I'm really just going to talk how I talk. And from there on, we're just going to, move and keep it going. All right. All right. And every time y'all hear me pause, that's me taking a sip of my drink. Okay. So when I sip, you sip. Got it? All right, got it. Still gonna look at these notes I made. But yeah, let me go back to introducing myself. So basically, I know a lot of you ladies wanted to know how I found out I was pregnant and why I kept it a secret, even though I wasn't keeping it secret. I'm just a private person. I don't like people in my business. But we could get into that today. So, finding out I was pregnant. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I already knew I was pregnant before I even took the test. And that's because Let me tell you, this is gonna be funny. But that's because after we was bumping and grinding, something told me to check my app. I log my period. That's before all the stuff and random. They don't put your period on flow app, whatever. So something told me to check it. So y'all, when I opened that app, oh Lord, girl, that thing was green. It said high chance of pregnancy. When I told you, I closed my phone so quick and went about my day. I acted like I didn't see a damn thing. I promise you that. I was so like, what? And then it was so instant. Like, I just threw it in the back of my mind. I swear to God, I didn't want to think about it. And from that moment on, like, yo, my stomach just feel like how it feel now. Like, I'm nervous. But boy, when I told you, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, bro, I'm not going to think about it. Guess what? That's all I thought about. So it was a TGP weekend. If y'all know what TGP weekend is, it's the Greek picnic. They had... That's bad, but we was beefed out at the time. So girl, we was at the picnic. I was like having a time, but also I was like feeling my emotional wise. I was all over the place, and I could not understand why. Because that's when, like I told y'all, remember I told you it was in the back of my head by what I saw. So I was just like, bro, what the fuck is going on with me? So I looked a few days ago. I was just going through my camera roll and I looked at the exact day I took the test, which was in September. So, before that, like I said, again, I had it in the back of my head. So I had brought it to him. I was like, okay, look, this what happened when we was bumping and grinding. So this might be what it be. You know what I'm saying? So, he was like, okay. I like, all right, bet. We need to go ahead and take a test, get the information for sure to know that this is what it is. So I really can't remember the exact day I took the test, what was happening, what was going on. So y'all, I took the test. Bitch, that thing ain't take no time to say positive, I swear. Usually they give you some, dots. No, that hoe went straight to motherfucking positive. Y'all, the first thought that crossed my mind was, how the hell am I finna tell my family this shit? I know that's crazy, but that's how I knew my decision was made. Because usually if you look at a test, you be like, fuck, bro, what we finna do? Oh, I don't think I could do this. And that's why in that moment I never felt like that. I never felt like, oh shit, I can't do this. And that's part of the reason why I decided to go through with the pregnancy, because I didn't have a sense of doubt. And I'm gonna say at the time, I thought it was a message from God saying, okay, bitch, it's your time to embark on this journey. So once I saw the test, the first thing I was like, okay, how the hell am I finna tell my family? And I didn't tell anyone except for my best friend, Gabby. As soon as I took the test, I saw the test. I think I texted her, bro. And I'm like, bro, this is it. It's like, Gabby is finna get motherfucking real in here. And, oh, Lord, that's my other Libra friend. Our birthday, y'all see the Libra tat, period. But our birthday is literally a week apart. So we kind of literally the same person. She a little worse than me, but we the same person. So that's why I went directly to her. And I'm like, bro, this shit finna get real. Bitch, I'm pregnant. And she was like, are we doing it? I said, we doing it. And all right, we did it. We did it. So now on to when I told everybody. Now, as far as my friends, the people I work with, I was still working at my door at a door. Excuse me. I'm just rambling. But I was still working at my job at a door till I was 5 months pregnant. So, and they didn't know. Nobody knew at all. I was covering my pouch with my fanny pack, and I was going to the back when people was blowing that stink ass hookah in my face when I felt like I had to throw up. I was just hiding, and then I was going back and act like ain't nothing wrong. Okay. But back to what I was saying about telling people, I didn't even tell my friends. Like, we got a whole group chat. You know my best friend. Well, y'all don't know my best friend, Macy. But Macy, that's my bitch. She didn't even know. She like y'all. She did not know the whole time. We were hanging out together, and like I was at home because I was going back and forth to the doctors, because at the time I didn't know that I could get insurance in Texas. So I was driving back home to go to the doctor. And that's another thing I gotta tell y'all about. I was driving back home to go to the doctor, and when I was there, I was hanging out with her type shit. And then like if she wanted to go out for real, I would be like, nah, like I'm tired, blah blah blah. Girl, whole time I was pregnant, but I still didn't tell her. I don't even remember how I told her either, but I didn't tell her. But when I did tell her, she was like, bitch, I already knew. Like, you was not trying to be outside. I'm like, girl, mind your business. I was just in your business. But yeah, I told her. And then, but I think I told her when I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant. That's when I started to tell everybody. Or yeah, around, it was like after my birthday, because even for my birthday, I wasn't telling people I was pregnant. Like, excuse me. I wasn't telling people I was pregnant. I really didn't celebrate my 21st. No, that was my 28th birthday. I mean, at the time, my man, he had did something for me, and we had went out, and I wasn't feeling it. Like, I was just ready to go home. Like, it was cute, but oh Lord, pregnancy is not to be outside. But how I told my friends, damn, I wish I would have looked at the messages, but I know I had said something to them. First, no, we was having a conversation. That's what happened. We was having a conversation, and we was talking about, like, y'all, I gotta tell y'all something. Like, that day, everybody just had shit to tell us. So I'm like, oh shit, y'all, this is my opportunity. And I was like, all right, bet, it's my turn. I think that's what I said. I don't know. It was something along those lines. And y'all, when I sent the ultrasound in the group chat, oh Lord. It was shambles. Y'all would have thought, y'all remember how Twitter was on when it was like World War III allegations. That's how it was in the motherfucking group chat, bitch. They was acting a fool, I tell you. And I was just like, but that was my reaction the whole time, telling people. I was just like, bitch, I can't breathe. Like, I was so nervous. I'd be texting people like I'm pregnant, and just I turn my phone off, like, please don't talk to me. So yeah, that was crazy. It was real crazy. And let's get to the point about why I decided to keep my pregnancy so private. One of my biggest reasons is because the kind of person I am, like, once my mind is made up about something, I am set into it. And so my whole life, like, if you didn't know that, I always wanted to have a kid. Like, I always wanted to have a baby. Maybe not in the circumstances that I did, but I did want to have a baby. So pregnancy means so much to me. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, bro, this is my moment to be to myself. Like, I had a lot to do in the 9 months out before I had my daughter. Like, I had to work on myself, build, fix relationships, or leave relationships alone that were toxic to me. Or being toxic to myself. I had to fix my traumas and shit, because of course I don't want to pass that on to my baby. So I'm like, bro, yeah, this is my time to get it right. So keeping my pregnancy private really played a big part in that, because I didn't have to deal with the outside noise, the outside opinions of what people had to say about me and being pregnant, because it was enough coming from my family alone. Like, even though I know for sure, like, outside people's social media, like, I probably really don't care. Like, people have stuff to say all the time, and I frankly don't give a fuck. But I just didn't want to deal with it. That's why I waited so long to even tell my family. Like my mom, oh Lord, my mom, she knew before everybody in my family, other than my sister. I told my sister, I called my sister, I told her. She was excited. Pretty much all the women in my family were excited when I told them. But I told my mom, well, I didn't tell my mom. I was, like I told you, I was going back and forth to her, being home or whatever for the doctor's appointment, and they didn't know I was pregnant. So I had went to a doctor's appointment, that day. I was excited because I had saw her and everything. She was moving, So I walk in the house and I'm smiling. Yo, I'm in that motherfucker smiling like I just got proposed to. And my mom was like, how the doctor's appointment went? And I when she asked me that, all I did was just fucking laugh. Like, I just laughed. And she looked at me and she said, you pregnant? I was like, yeah. I was like, we better have a baby, girl. And I'm very far along because that's when she really was like, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. Now, she didn't say that, but the reaction, that's what she get. Because that's when I was like, damn, no, what, 4 or 5 months? Like, for sure. She was like, okay, wow. So, yeah, like I said, the women in my family, they were good. They were fine. But the men, Lord, the men. That shit was the hardest shit to ever do. Like, and another reason why I kept my pregnancy private, because I knew that dealing with that side of being pregnant was going to be enough on me as it is. And I didn't want to, it was just too much having to do with that. And, you know, outside people. And once again, like I said, and so not gonna lie, I lost some friends behind not telling them that I was pregnant. And looking at it now, like, I feel some type of way about it, because it's like, if you were to do that to me, like, I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't care, because that's your business. Like, I'm your friend. And also, how I view pregnancy is real serious. Like, if you decided to keep that from me because you wanted to be, you know, to yourself, like, that's a sacred moment of bonding with a baby. Like, you're growing somebody, like, of course, like, you want to be by yourself, that's fine. Why would I be mad type shit? So, but also, that's God telling me, okay, these people probably didn't need to be in your life to begin with type shit. So anyway, scratch that. After I was just saying, the reasons why I kept my pregnancy private. Another reason, this is so crazy. Another reason was, that's what I always wanted to do anyway, is if I was married or not. Like, it was probably gonna be worse when I was married, because I would have popped out with the baby. She probably 5 months old. Y'all be like, when the hell did you have a baby? I say, and guess what? I'm gonna say, mind your damn business. She here, just bring the diapers to the house. If you gonna bring me a meal, bring that too. If you wanna here, I'm finna, like, come on. All that shit don't matter. Like, the baby is here. All that asking the questions, it's just nonsense. It just drive you crazy. So please, if somebody ever tell you that they come to you to tell you that they're pregnant, like, leave the nonsense out the door. Talk to them. Like, see how they're feeling, like, where they head at, or if, I'm not gonna say if they're making the right decision, because sometimes pregnant people, because I was pregnant people are unreasonable. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they are. We were. I was. Okay. So just be mindful what you say to a pregnant bitch, okay? But when you, damn, I lost my chain of thought. Just rambling, y'all. I swear. That's why I need a topic, because I'm just talking. But, damn, it's okay. Anyway, let me sip my champagne. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay. Sorry, y'all. I forgot what the hell I was saying. Anyway, give me some what's the word, leeway, because it's my first episode. But what am I saying? Okay, let's get into some real shit though for my pregnant girls out there. Actually, I was talking about making the right decision. Now, when I say, I'm not gonna say that I regret my decision about keeping my daughter. Hell no, because I cannot imagine my life without her. I don't know where I would be, because one of the main things I heard when I was pregnant is like, people like, the baby's gonna slow you down. The baby is gonna, like, even some people did say the baby was finna ruin your life. Like, this shit is finna get hard. And I'm not gonna lie, being a mother, this shit is fucking hard. Let alone, like, no support. I'm not gonna say no support. Hell no, I have more than enough support. But of course, y'all know I'm in Houston, my family in New Orleans, so it's a different kind of support. You get what I'm saying? Like, ooh, Lord, we gonna talk about that in another episode. But it's just a lot. It's very overwhelming. So I kind of wish I would have took some of that into consideration when I was, made the decision to keep a baby. But also in that moment, I was just there. I was just, ooh. Shit, I was just there. I was just like, okay, bet, like, we finna do it. So when people were telling me, the baby finna slow you down, or they finna do this and do that, I'm like, shut the fuck up, please. Because when you don't know who the fuck you talking to. Yes, I know. Well, I'm not, because I do have a bad habit of saying I know everything. No, I don't know everything. But I'm saying I know, like, I made this choice for a reason. I know that this shit finna get motherfucking real. I know this shit finna get real. I don't know how real it's finna get, okay? But I know it's finna get real. And I was ready for that. I stepped back. Once I seen that I was really pregnant, I started seeing ultrasound. I stepped back and I looked at it. I'm like, bro, this is something I'm finna do. And I have to be able, I'm grown enough to make the decision to keep this baby. I'm grown enough to deal with the consequences. You get what I'm saying? Handle the business. And so when people were coming to me telling me, oh, she finna slow you down, this and that, I said, shut the fuck up, because you don't know who you're talking to. Because look where I'm at now. She ain't doing nothing, but she didn't do anything but jumpstart me. Because if I was the same bitch I was 2 years ago, oh, let me sip to that. If I was the same motherfucker I was, well, I'm not gonna say, 2 years ago when I found out I was pregnant, girl, I'd be in some trouble. And I feel like having my daughter was a jump start to me, because I had to figure this shit out. All the trauma that I had to fix that shit. Even though I'm still in the process of fixing it literally, I was lagging on it. I was leaving it behind. I was putting it in the back of my head. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm finna have a daughter at that. Like, she is. Every time I look up, look who looking at me, my daughter. She see everything I do. So I need to fix myself. Anything that I have going on myself, it gotta get right, because I'm bringing the life into this world, and she damn sure didn't ask to be here. So why would I not, better myself to be the right person for her? Like, I'm her mother. I am her mother. And when I tell you, every time I look up, guess who looking in my face? My baby, my mind pie girl. She be in my motherfucking face. So guess what? I gotta put them big girls drink. Gotta put that thong on, and I can't dig it out my ass, because that's what I signed up for. This mother shit, you gotta take it by the neck, grab it, and run with it. Like, I swear, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy, bro. And Lord, boy, it's cracking. When am I finna cry? No, I'm not finna cry, y'all. But it's just crazy. Like, it's a crazy moment, crazy feeling. Just wow. I can't believe it. Like, we mothers out here. And I also understand from the standpoint of why some people just can't enjoy motherhood, because it's a lot. Like, this shit is overwhelming. Sometimes, like, just a few, I would say, like, last week, I didn't know what was wrong with her. But my daughter, if you know, we all don't know my daughter, of course, but if you do know she doesn't cry. Like, she's not a crier for real. She only cries when something is wrong. Okay, sorry guys, we had to take an intermission because the camera was getting a little overheated. Like I said, this episode 1, so we still figuring this shit out, okay? All right. But back to what I was saying. So, like I said, Maya's not a crier, y'all. So when she cries, it's either because she's tired as hell, and that's because I kept her up from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock because I got somewhere to be. So she need to go to sleep for the babysitter. So either that's when she cries or when something is wrong. So this particular day, probably about 2 weeks ago, she was crying, y'all. When I tell you, crying out her sleep. She was just crying. It was to the point where I started fucking crying. I'm like, bro, what's wrong? I couldn't figure out what the fuck was wrong. So I took her to the hospital. Well, I called my mama. I'm like, my girl. I called my mama crying. I'm like, ma, she ain't stop crying. She crying. Like, what's wrong with us? It's like, it sounds like she's crying because she's hurt. So bring her to the hospital. So I bring her to the hospital, y'all. Y'all, we get to the hospital and Maya is up. She active. And these people have the nerve to tell me it's colic. Oh, yeah, sometimes you need to change the scenery for the baby. Girl, when she told me that, I almost slapped that motherfucker in her face. Because, come on now, like, you think I came over here because she needed to change the scenery? Like, I know my child. What are you saying? I know my child. Like, so... Come to find out. let me put me up some more champagne, because when I tell y'all this, come to find out, she has stayed over by her pop, by her dad, whatever. And I called him. Mind you, lately I've been giving her formula. Let me get y'all some backstory. I've been giving her formula because my milk supply, my breast milk, has just been going down because I don't have time to pump. I don't have time to, it's just too much. I got a lot going on. So I sent her over there with some formula, brand new formula. No, he went to go buy the formula. I sent him the one to buy it. He bought the formula, whatever. And y'all, so he sent the formula back to my house. Something told me to go check the formula, y'all. I checked the formula. That motherfucker ain't even open. So I'm like, so what the fuck was she drinking? So I called him. I'm calling her like, hey. So I brought my hand to the hospital. She was crying like she was in pain, like her stomach was hurting, some stuff like. But what was she eating? Because the formula not even open. So y'all, he told me, he's like, oh, I just let her eat some McDonald's. Yo, it's not funny. I'm laughing to hide the pain, y'all, because I don't even eat McDonald's. So I'm like, you gave a 9-month-old McDonald's fries. Okay, thank you for telling me. So that's why she was crying. But back to what I was relating that to is like, that's the most I done got from is her crying because her stomach hurts. So I can only imagine mothers that have to deal with colicky babies that come out just crying, just sad all the time. Girl, blowing their horn. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a lot of laughing because I'm halfway through this Bel Air bottle on accident. Okay, I didn't really need to put it down, but we almost done. But what else I was saying? Oh, mothers that deal with colic, and it's overwhelming. Like, motherhood is just overwhelming. It's a lot, and it can get to the point where you just like, I cannot do this shit. I cannot do this shit. And to my mothers out there that feel like you can't do it, yes, you can. Put that baby in her crib. Put that baby in his crib. Put her in a playpen. Close the door and take you a break. A crying baby is an alive baby. So I don't give a fuck what nobody else have to say. If you feel like yourself is going crazy, take a step back, because your energy is radiating onto that baby. And the more you feel frustrated because you can't figure out, oh, what's going on with him, what's going on with her, what's going on, like, why are you crying, they feel that. Just like an animal, a plant feels your energy, a baby feels that times 10. So step back. A crying baby, like I said, is an alive baby. Eventually they either gonna stop crying, they're gonna lay their ass down, or they finna play with something. Not saying leave them crying for 30, 40, 50 minutes. No, like, just step back. It's okay. I'm telling you it's okay. Fuck what the old people got to say, because they the main ones. Like, nah. Take a step back and regroup yourself. Decompress. Get you a sip of motherfucking Bel Air Rosé. Okay, before you go back and get your baby. Like, it's okay, you're a human. Everything does not have to be perfect, especially this motherhood shit, because it was never meant to be perfect. Like, come on now, I need y'all to understand that. Stop letting these people tell you how you're supposed to mother. That's your decision to make. Just don't be beating on a child, because we're not doing it anymore. Okay, we doing gentle parenting. I don't care what y'all say, we doing gentle parenting. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that on another episode. I don't care what y'all have to say about it. We doing it. Okay? All right. But take that time for yourself, because it matters. Because if you're not okay, your baby's not okay. If your mental is not okay, your baby's mental not okay. Because why? You're radiating all that energy onto your child. And I don't care what nobody say, but you come second. Your baby do come first, okay? But you come second. So fix yourself. Step back and fix yourself for your child, because it matters. It matters for him or her. Because in the long run, when they get to our age, no, they're not gonna have to have the conversations about trauma. Oh, my mama did this to me. I saw my mama do this. I saw my mama go through that. Like, because you did it, you handled that shit, you nipped it in the bud. Like, and guess what? And always keep me in the back of your head if you listening as a mother, because I'm giving you a hand clap of praise because you're doing that shit. Fuck what everybody else got to say. We don't give a fuck about what nobody else have to say, because they didn't have to carry that baby for 9 months, push that baby out that coochie cat, get their stomach cut open to have that baby deliver into this world. Like, who gives a fuck what people have to say? Like, to wind it back up to what I was saying, y'all, motherhood is very important. It is important because whether you want to believe it or not, we keep the world going around because we're mothers, we're nurturers. Even a man, you find a man, he looking for somebody that's nurturing him. So imagine with your baby, they fresh here, and they didn't ask to be here, baby. You was the one bumping and grinding. You were the one that was bumping and grinding. So let's get our shit together. If y'all ever need a conversation, y'all know my DMs is open. I have a number on my Instagram. It's going to be on the YouTube. It's going to be everywhere. Just hit me up. Like, y'all know I don't mind a little conversation, okay? Because this is the point of Moms Can Whine too. Like, we whining and we whining, okay? So don't ever think, too topic is too sensitive or too much. Like, nah, because we this is just the start, okay? We finna be talking about a lot of shit pertaining to mom shit, but also not pertaining to mom shit. Like, it's finna get real. Why did it say disconnected? Hold on. I was saying, y'all can listen. Y'all can really talk to me about anything. Like, I am the least judgmental person y'all ever come across. I swear. Sometimes. Now, my facial expressions, I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Please don't look at that. Like, they gonna say a lot, but that's not what I really mean, okay? It's just part of my personality, my facial expressions. So you can talk to me about any and everything. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Sometimes you're gonna hear what you don't want to hear, but that's my job. Like, welcome to Moms Can Whine too, baby. That's what we're doing here. So, because we got to tell each other what we don't want to hear. Sometimes you don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, but guess what? We finna listen to each other. Like, it is what it is. So, yep. Speaking of listening to each other, make sure y'all tap into that email to send me at momscanwhine2, okay? Not TOO, but number 2, momscanwhine2 at gmail.com. Send over y'all questions, y'all advice, y'all stories, because that is a segment on the show. So we will be, I'm gonna be sharing it, reading it to the audience. So, and then I'm gonna be giving y'all feedback about what y'all sent in. Now, that's gonna conclude our show for today, because I am very drunk, y'all. I done drunk half the bottle on accident. I didn't realize it's a black bottle. If you're watching the YouTube, the YouTube is Mom Can Whine TOO. Okay, YouTube, the link is going to be in the bio. If y'all look at the YouTube, the bottle is black, so I can't see how much is being poured into the glass, but it's been a lot. Okay, so we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop our first episode. And so with that being said, let me give a shout out to my girl Kylie's Crochet. Her Instagram is going to be also linked in the description below, so make sure y'all tap in. She's a mother trying to make some money for her and her daughter, so y'all are going to tap in. Y'all going to order y'all some crochet, whatever y'all need, and tap in with my girl. Then y'all going to follow me on the Instagram at momscanwhine2 on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube at momscanwhine2 on YouTube. And yeah, that's all we got for today. I really hope y'all enjoyed the first episode, but this is one of a million, guys, so let's stay tapped in. I love y'all. And wait, let me toast. Y'all heard that? That's me toasting y'all, because y'all are doing an amazing job. And my daddies that's here listening too, because we're gonna have some episodes for y'all, okay? So cheers to y'all. I love y'all, and thank you for listening to Moms Can Whine too.